Hey guys and gals, this is Bloggy of the Broken Legion of Gamers, and in this video I'm going to teach you an affordable way to get into miniature painting. Now, to get into miniature painting, you don't need to spend $9 on one of these Citadel paint handles. They're good to have eventually, but you don't need them right away to start. They're nice, they're comfortable, they hold the miniature really strong using, I think, magnets or springs. Yeah, springs to hold the miniature in place. You don't need those. You don't need to spend $8 on a water cup or 6 to 12 or even $15 on paintbrushes. Now, I'm not going to talk about paints in this video because I don't know what colors you're going to need and I don't know how many you're going to need, but that's what you need to figure out yourself. I'm talking about the actual painting tools. We're going to get this out, the expensive stuff out there. Now, the first thing you need is a nice, flat, solid surface to paint on. And to be fair, this way you don't make a mess. Just throw down some sort of, like, something to cover up the table if it's your mother's or your family's, meaning yours and your wife's dining room table. If you're using that, put something down to protect it. Now, you're going to need water to water down your paints, but you don't need these expensive water cups. Just starting out, just go to the dollar store, pick up a sleeve. Here's 50 disposable cups. You put some water in it, and you're good to go. Use 2 of these per painting session. One to have clean water to water down the paints, and one to clean off the brushes, and you're good to go because you don't want to cross-contaminate colors. Now, you don't need to spend right away. You don't need to spend $25 to $35 on a wet palette. You don't even know if you're going to like this hobby and stick with it, or if painting's going to be your favorite part of the hobby. Just go. You can get this. It's 10 well palette. You can get this at Michael's. This was labeled at $3.99. I wound up spending 77 cents on it because it was on sale for hold on, let me check. It was on sale for $1.19, and my daughter let me use her Michael's card, which got me further savings. So, yeah. And we'll open this up right now. You put your paints in here, water them down in here. You got this nice big well of, say you're not airbrush base coating and you have a color that you're going to use a lot of, like say you're painting either stormtroopers or clone troopers and you're going to use a lot of white. You put the white in here, you put the detail colors in here, bam, you're good. And then we're going to go back to the dollar store. You can pick up these little 2-ounce shot cups, shot glasses. You can get a pack of 16 of them for $1. You can put your washes in here this way. And then if you want to, you can even label it like AE for Agrox Earthshade or NO for Nun Oil, and you can reuse these. This is a great thing to have. And rather than going out and picking up one of these handles, after a while, your hand's going to hurt gripping the small base of a miniature. Talk to the people at the gaming store. See if you can get some of these. Right here is a spray paint can cap. See if you can get some of these from the guys at your game club. They'll probably give them to you because it's a waste product, and most of them probably aren't going to. Most of them are probably using the Citadel handles, and you go to the grocery store. This is basically poster tack. You put this on, pop the miniature on the base, and you can use this when priming with your airbrush. You can use this when you're base coating, and then when you go to paint, you just put the miniature on this, and then it's like you have yourself a nice hand Citadel handle that you got for the pennies that it costs you for this little bit of a grip, this little bit of a poster tack. Now on to the two most important things. Now right here we've got $2, $3, $4. We'll call it $7 right here. I'm getting you into miniature painting for under $7. Now, the two most important things to have is a good source of light, because you want to be able to see what you're going to paint, and you want to see how it's going to look under certain lighting. Most overhead household lights that are on ceilings are not good enough for painting. Right now, I've got my overhead light on, and just filmed this video. I opened up the shades, and I've got the flash on my phone. So obviously that overhead light's not going to be good enough for painting. What I did, you can go to Walmart. You pick up one of these LED lights, and they're nice. You can aim it. It's got this flexible part right here. It's LED, so it's nice and strong, and it'll last a long time. Walmart, their in-store brand Mainstay, sells these for $7. I used this light in a few videos I filmed last weekend. It came out phenomenal. Now, let's move on to paintbrushes. This is by far the most important thing. Now, for all the sizes that you're gonna need, you can easily spend probably $30 just on paintbrushes and only have like 3 or 4 sizes. For the price of those 3 or 4 sizes, under the price of these 3 or 4 sizes, I got this off of Amazon. It's 10 brush set. It uses sable hair. It's the miniature sable hair paintbrush set on there. I got this for $23.99. We're gonna open these up right now. And pull these out, because we're going to check out these paintbrushes. Oh, I didn't even need to cut that. Stupid me. Now we're going to get these back on here, because we're actually going to take these out, check out some of these brushes, the more common size. Now, you may never use all these brushes, but it's going to be good to have them. And for $23 to try out painting, it's a small price to pay, because you'll easily spend, for this many brushes and this size, say you go the Army Painter, which those are my favorite brushes because they're handle design. If you go with the Army Painter, you're going to spend about $50 for their mega set. But this, you got... Now we're going to go with the more common sizes you're going to use. 2-0. I really don't think... And they've got the set... This set comes with a 5-0, 3-0, 2-0, a 0, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 6, and an 8. Now, the most common sizes you're going to use is the 2-0, the 0, and the 1. And maybe the 3 if you're base coating by brush. You might even use the 2. You'll definitely probably find reasons to use the 5-0 and 3-0s. But these are going to be your most common sizes. Right here, even if you paid $5 per brush, that's $25 just for these brushes. You're saving money. And let's go check this out. Now, the 3-0. This is going to be good for base coating, and because of the brush, the hair design, this will be good for washes and whatnot. a temporary. I'd recommend your first brush when you replace these or move on to more expensive brushes. The first two brushes should be a dry brush and a wash brush. This set will not. You'll be able to do the washes and the dry brushes, but there's going to be better brushes out there. And here's the 2-0. Is that the smallest I grabbed? Probably. 0, 2, the 1. Okay, here's the smallest brush I grabbed. The bristles are the bristles on the brush. They're good shape. They're nice and strong. They hold their shape. These brushes are going to be phenomenal. And I'm even going to try out these brushes on film for you guys to show you guys how they are, just in case you guys opt for these brushes. I'd use them, just judging by the way they felt. But this is really, if you're getting into painting, this is going to get you a nice, good start. The most important thing is good brushes and decent brushes and a really good light. Like, well, I'll show off this light right now. This way you guys see that this light will be really good for painting. It's like a difference of night and day. You can hold, where'd I put that miniature? Right there. You can hold your miniature. It'll give you a good light so you can see. I should have straightened that out better before I primed it. Oh well. And then you just paint away. Paint all of your heart's desires. So, good light, good brushes, and then you can go cheapest of the cheap to start out, you can go cheapest of the cheap for your water cup, a wash cup, and the palette. That's the way I'd recommend going to get in if you're brand new to the hobby, or say for some reason you lost your water pots and money's tight. Go to the dollar store, pick up these. Do not use your family's cups for painting. It'll definitely upset your significant other or your parent seeing expensive family cups being used for painting, unless you go out and you buy your own cups, but you don't really have to. You can just spend $1 and get 50 of them. And later on this week, I'll do a video showing you guys me using this stuff. The only thing of the expensive stuff I'll use in the video is the Citadel paint station. I love that thing. It's great. But once again, you don't even need that. Okay, that's all for this video, guys. If you liked what you saw, hit that like button. If you found this advice helpful, I'm glad. That's why I'm making this video, to help out newer gamers and everything. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you can be notified anytime I put up a video in the future. And jump on over to Facebook. I got a hobby group going there. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any members yet, but I'd really like to build up that community. It's called the Broken Legion of Gamers Tabletop Gaming Community. Check that out. Join that. Let's get a discussion going on in there. And as always, support local wargaming. I know I didn't support my local store with any of these purchases, but always support local wargaming whenever possible. Here at the channel, we support Toy Wiz in Nanuet, New York, on Route 59, right across the street from the Dunkin' Donuts. Have a nice day, guys.